early 1980s, community members Ellen Perry and Jean Blankenship got together and organized a service project for a Boy Scout troop to remove graffiti in Verdugo Park. From this first small effort, the city's first community beautification program was born, directed at eradicating graffiti in our community. 22 volunteers participated in that first cleanup. Although Mrs. Perry and Mr. Blankenship had been involved in various projects to educate community members about the dangerous effects of graffiti, they had no idea that this little project would be the impetus to unify various community beautification programs into a community-wide organization that now attracts over 12,000 volunteers and participants in some 30 community beautification programs each year. 4 years later, members of the Knockout Graffiti and Glendale Committee formed another committee to tackle the problem of litter and neighborhood beautification, joining the state's Litter Education and Action Network, or CLEAN. The CLEAN Committee in Glendale became the umbrella organization for our city, coordinating the efforts of other groups involved in different activities to keep our city beautiful. The dawn of the new millennium saw Glendale CLEAN merging with the long-standing Glendale Beautification Advisory Council, the city's Community Beautification Commission, to form the Committee for a Clean and Beautiful Glendale, taking on the additional responsibility as the city's advisory board for community beautification and code enforcement policy issues. Today's Committee for a Clean and Beautiful Glendale does all of these things and now operates as a nonprofit neighborhood beautification and environmental education organization, generating the funds necessary to operate their programs. The committee is made up of dedicated volunteers and representatives of the public, private and nonprofit sectors who work together to conduct service projects, combat blight, and make their city, your city, and our city a great place to live and to conduct business. That one simple community beautification project, all those years ago, has now blossomed into a number of programs and projects dedicated to the enhancement of the quality of Glendale's neighborhoods. The committee's Great Graffiti Paint-Out Day, started over 20 years ago, is now known as the Great American Cleanup Day. At last count, over 700 volunteers gather each year to clean up litter and graffiti throughout our city and truly make it sparkle. Now, volunteers have the opportunity to participate in several cleanup days throughout the year. The Foothill Community Cleanup Day, held each October, is also Glendale's effort to participate in the National Make a Difference Day. This cleanup effort now attracts hundreds of volunteers who have been coming out to spruce up the foothill communities of our city. Recognizing that instilling a sense of neighborhood pride at an early age is crucial to the development of civic-minded residents, the committee partnered with the Glendale Unified School District to develop a program for elementary school-aged children. The I Love My Neighborhood poster contest was started in 1994, and each year focuses on a different activity or value that's involved in taking responsibility for the care of our neighborhoods. This contest, which doubles as a lesson in civic responsibility, began with a mere 500 entries. Now, with over 10,000 entries each year, the program has won awards at the local, state, and national level for its effectiveness at communicating this message. The committee is now involved in similar efforts at the middle school level. The Junior Ambassadors Club, now operating at 5 schools, teaches middle school students leadership skills by supporting their efforts to implement their own environmental awareness programs on their home campuses. The schools provide faculty advisors for this club, and the committee provides financial and program support. In their most recent program year, the Junior Ambassadors recycled over 18,000 pounds of recycled materials from their school campuses. The committee's Adopt-A-Block program is a hands-on way for our residents to be involved, giving individuals, schools, businesses, churches, and other community groups the opportunity to make a difference by adopting the area of their choice and making it free of litter and graffiti. In our city, over 35 linear miles of streets and sidewalks have been adopted by our residents. The committee recognizes that the maintenance of individual properties, along with entire neighborhoods, make our city a desirable place. Each month, the committee honors individual property owners with the coveted GEM Property Maintenance Award. This highly desired award recognizes outstanding structural or landscape improvements that enhance a particular property in their neighborhood. So many owners in Glendale take so much pride in their homes that recognizing just one property on a street proved difficult for the committee. The Jewel Neighborhood Program was developed, where whole blocks are now recognized for their efforts at high property maintenance standards in their individual neighborhoods. Neighborhood pride, though, is demonstrated in many ways. Glendale residents truly get into the holiday spirit with their home decorations. To foster this neighborhood pride, recognition is given to residents and business properties who contribute to the spirit of both the Halloween and the winter holiday seasons. Not a contest, but a recognition program of community spirit. Each season, some 500 properties receive a Holiday Spirit Award. As we recognize this year's honorees, we know that these presentations are just a part of the legacy of many years' service to our community. This legacy in the commitment of each of us results in our residents enjoying a high quality of life and the opportunity to be involved in efforts that bring about this result. Each of us is a part of the bigger effort to get everyone committed to a better community. Through your efforts, over 100 tons of litter and 260,000 square feet of graffiti have been removed from the Glendale community since we started. 50 cubic yards of weeds are abated each year from Foothill Boulevard and the Foothill communities in the Foothill Cleanup. 10 tons of material are recycled, and 52 adopt-a-block groups throughout our city pick up litter and scrub out graffiti on a monthly basis from those miles of sidewalks and city streets. These numbers continue to grow due to the dedicated volunteers from schools, businesses, families, churches, and sponsors who join us in our endeavors to keep Glendale clean and beautiful year after year after year. The committee operates a 501c3 nonprofit corporation called Glendale Clean and Beautiful to support its community beautification events and programs. For more information about sponsorship opportunities or to make a tax-deductible contribution to support our programs, please contact the Neighborhood Services Office. The Committee for a Clean and Beautiful Glendale thanks you for your support this year and throughout the past. We look forward to working with you as we continue to make Glendale a great place to live, work, and do business.